Hi guys, AzureAce here and welcome to the Heart Headlines, where today I will be talking about the very recent key story update that we got. It gave us so much information, and today I've got a kind of little bit of a discussion, little bit of a theory video for you guys about this story update. So really the first couple of cutscenes that we get shown aren't really too important. But first, before I get into these, I'm gonna say I really appreciate you clicking on the video and supporting this video, but there are spoilers ahead, so for your own safety, please do click off if you do not want to hear this. But now, without further ado, let's get right into the video. So first, there are a couple of kind of unimportant scenes. We see the player standing in the Keyblade graveyard in one of the scenes in a sort of dream or vision, and arguably in one of the more important Keyblade graveyard scenes, because there are two in this. The player is standing in the middle and there are kind of silhouettes on either side. There's 13 on one side, but there are 9 on the other side, which is kind of weird because, you know, 13 darknesses, 7 lights. That doesn't really add up. So could we be seeing a couple more Guardians of Light helping the original 7 Guardians of Light in the Keyblade War in Kingdom Hearts 3? Who knows really. But there's also a scene where you're confronted by Master Aced or Ursus. He seems pretty set on fighting this Keyblade War, and it looks like in the cutscene you do fight him in the game, but we now start to get to the important scenes. We get 2 very important scenes. We find the player, Kirithi, and Skuld talking to Master Gula or Leopardus, and we've seen in the past how close he is to Master Eva or Vulpeus. He said that one day the Master of Masters vanished, as did the 6th foreteller, who we now have a confirmed name for, which is Luxu or Luxu, I don't know, but Luxu does sound familiar. He also did say that Eva went to go find Luxu so that she can figure out the location of the Master of Masters, thinking that Luxu would know of his whereabouts. But now we get into the actual theory part of the video. Leopardus also said that Luxu vanished as well, as if he was following the Master of Masters. After this, we get the next important clip of this story update. We get a clip of Luxu and Eva. I'm going to play it, then I'm going to talk about it. Huge props to the guys over at KH Insider who translated all of this. Link to KH Insider is in the description below. But now, let's check this scene out. First of all, this is a very odd and peculiar detail that I noticed, but look at the zip on Luxu's coat. Notice anything? What I noticed is it's actually different from the one that was shown earlier on in the game, which leads me to believe that there's not only one person in the hooded coat, but there are two people in the hooded coats in this game. The Master of Masters and Luxu, the 6th foreteller. Now keep this in mind, you're seeing a picture on screen right now that I've been showing you of the two coats. They are different. Luxu also talks about the Master's intentions, which was to see out the Keyblade War. His mission was to watch the Keyblade War unfold, then leave after it. Now that kind of reminds me of young Xehanort, which I'm actually going to get to how that kind of is relevant in a minute, but young Xehanort has the will passed down to see what was beyond the Keyblade War, so that connects them to it. It's also heavily implied that Luxu is actually the traitor and that he has the lost page of the Book of Prophecies, and he even goes so far as to summon his Keyblade against Ava. And yes, you guys saw it, confirmed Luxu is the wielder of Master Xehanort's Keyblade, or rather, Master Xehanort is the wielder of Luxu's Keyblade. That's absolutely crazy. I thought it would have been the Master of Masters, if I'm being totally honest, because we hadn't seen anything from the 6th foreteller for the entire game. But that's absolutely crazy. That pretty much confirms, or pretty much all but confirms, that Luxu is Master Xehanort's master, as well as Master Ericus' master as well. So now this whole thing begs the question of what actually are the Master of Masters' intentions? Like I said before, Luxu's mission is to watch the Keyblade War take place, then leave. That is his goal. It sounds very suspicious because it sounds as though he's able to leave the world. There is never a mention of multiple worlds in Key. The other worlds in Key that we go to as players are a result of the Book of Prophecies. I've explained this in a video that I'll have an annotation on screen now about the Book of Prophecies. Please go check that out if you're a little confused. But back to the point. Where will he go? The world will be destroyed by the Keyblade War. I personally believe that now that this information has come to light, Luxu, like I previously said, is actually Ericus and Xehanort's master. Where else would Xehanort have gotten this, this will, this destiny to see what lay beyond the Keyblade War, as well as Luxu's Keyblade? It's looking more and more likely by the day that Luxu is going to be a darkness, as well as the fact that he is Xehanort's master. So what I'm thinking from all of this is that the Master of Masters bestowed his will to Luxu, and then Luxu waited for the Keyblade War to happen, then left. Then years down the line he met Xehanort and Ericus, seeing potential in them both, decided to train them, then bestowed his master's will onto Xehanort, which led to the events that we're at now. I don't know, but shit is seriously starting to go down in Key, and it's amazing because we've all been waiting so long for things to pick up in Key, and it's finally happening. But nevertheless, that is my thoughts on this story update, as well as my sort of theory of what's going on with the Master of Masters and the 6th foreteller. If you guys like this video, please leave a like, comment your thoughts, share this amongst your friends, and subscribe to join the Azure Army today. Thank you.